Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I am PJ. I'd like to talk to you very briefly on a subject that a lot of people are not comfortable talking about. And I'm coming to you as a funeral director to share some information. And by me sharing this information, there is no pressure, no obligation, just simply information that could help you out a lot. The first thing I want to talk about, and I will be coming back different times on different subjects, let's talk about pre-planning and why that's so important. When you are pre-planning for that ultimate time when the unthinkable happens, it's always good to be prepared for it. And what I mean by that is make sure that if you have details about things whenever you leave this world, that you have things written down that you want to happen when you cannot speak for yourself. Write it down so it can be spoken for you. We have two different ways that it can be done. One is called pre-need, and one is called pre-arrangements. Now, the difference in that is that pre-need is where you come in to talk to a local funeral director and you tell that person what your wishes are, what you want to happen, and how you want things to be. There's also pre-arrangements. And in certain aspects, you're doing the same things with pre-need as pre-arrangement. But here's the difference. Pre-need is where you come in, you make your arrangements, and you establish a payment plan, or you go ahead and fully pay for your service. Pre-arrangements, you come in, you, on your funeral director, write down everything that you wish to happen when that time comes, but there's no money exchanged. You just make the arrangements. Either way is good for some people and it's not so good for other people. If you're not able to pay right now, if you have your funds someplace else, then make your pre-arrangements where once you make those pre-arrangements, your program, where you would like your service to be, and this is if you're planning it for yourself or a loved one. Once you make your pre-arrangements, then you request a copy of everything that you talked about. You take a copy home and you leave a copy with your funeral director. That is so when that time comes, you're not under any pressure. You're not, number one, you're not thinking clearly at that time. And all you have to do is remember, where did I put the envelope with the information into it? You hand that to your funeral director. Your wishes are in that. And you can make changes to it at that time, quite naturally. You can make changes, but for the most part, you have the information that was requested of you to make your pre-arrangements. And once your funeral director has that information, it's a lot easier. It makes the process go a lot easier for everyone. you can request that anything that is normal for a funeral service be done at that time, and there's nothing wrong with that. Let me back up for just 1 second. When you are deciding on a funeral director, once you decide I'm going to go talk to XYZ funeral home or whatever funeral home, anytime you go in to discuss funeral arrangements, when you go with a family member or you go by yourself to talk to a funeral director regarding funeral arrangements, there needs to be a licensed funeral director in your presence. And you can request that they show you that they are licensed funeral director. Anything else is, I won't say it's not practical, but I will say that we live by rules and regulations, and if those rules and regulations are not followed, then you're going against what the State Board of Funeral Service requires or wants you to handle a situation. So make sure who you are talking to is a licensed funeral director. One other thing I'd like to say is that we as funeral directors hold our positions very dear to our hearts. We try to make sure that our families are well taken care of. When you go to a funeral director, make sure he has your best interests at heart. He or she. Make sure they have your best interests at heart and they have the time to spend with you. You don't want to feel rushed. You don't want to feel pushed. You want to be able to take your time. And to the time of you making the choice of a funeral home is to do it now while you're thinking clearly. The time to not make your mind up as to what funeral home you need to be thinking about is not at the time of death, because at that time you're not thinking good, you're not thinking clearly, and people can talk you into different things you wouldn't normally be talked into. They can sway your decisions one way or the other, and it's just not practical for somebody to just show up at the time of death and try to persuade you into using this funeral home or that funeral home. That's just not the way we operate in our state. So there are a lot of things that goes into mind when you're talking about pre-planning, because you want things to be left where there's no confusion, there's nobody disagreeing. Let your wishes be known. Make sure your family knows your wishes. There's nothing wrong with that, because believe it or not, that day is coming and we need to be ready. You can call, make an appointment to go in and talk to that person. And if that person doesn't have time to talk to you or keeps making other things more important than meeting with you, then it's time to make another choice. And I'm not here to make things bad for anybody. I want everybody to be on the up and up. But we all know that that doesn't happen in our day and time. those of us who want things to be on our level, we keep pushing forward in a positive way, and we don't worry about anybody else. These are some of the things that I would like to see happen. I would like to see less confusion when you make your arrangements, but make your arrangements in a way that everybody understands what you want. When it comes to pre-planning or pre-arrangements, when you come in with the mindset that you are planning this in the event that you're not going to be here. And what you write down are your wishes and what you want to happen when you cannot speak for yourself. You're letting your thoughts be known to your funeral director and to your family. And that's so good about it. Now, what you can do is, and I got some notes here so that I won't leave anything out. Like I was saying before, there are two types of arrangements. They're pre-need, where money is transacted or you make plans to make a payment plan or you can pay it all at once. And there are pre-arrangements where you come in, you get everything written down, you got your wishes down, they go into an envelope and you can keep a copy and your funeral director can keep a copy. And when that time comes, that's information that we don't have to look for. We have it in a file. And it makes the process a lot easier for everybody. So these are some of the things that I hope you will take to heart and think about. And on a regular basis, I'll be coming back to you on different points of different things. And you are welcome to send me an email or give me a call to let me know you have a question. If you need a question answered, be glad to answer a question for you. I don't mind talking to you, no matter who you are. If you have a legitimate question that you want answered, we have 2 funeral directors at our funeral home who are licensed and ready to answer your questions, whatever that may be. And like I said before, this is for information purposes. This is not putting you under any pressure or obligation to choose anybody, but it's information that I give to you that you can take and just have that information to share so that you'll know. And this conversation and the things that will be coming to you from me should have been shared with you a long time ago, but that's something that I thought about doing, and I said I was going to start sharing things about the funeral service industry. And there's no secret about it. It's just that nobody likes to talk about it. So we're here to help you. We're here to help in a time of need, and we're here for guidance if you need us. Our role is to bring clarity and comfort when you need it. So I'm going to end this segment, and I will be back soon. But until I come back, I want you to be blessed, be careful, and pay attention to your surroundings, and tell somebody when something doesn't seem right. Thank you, and have a blessed day, and we'll talk to you on the next video. Thank you.